Well, what's up to YouTubers? Made a early Christmas stop today, and just so happened they had a 1/5 scale Kraton there, and I took a look at it and I just couldn't say no. So it's the orange bodied one. I'll tell you what, this truck looks fantastic. Compared a little bit to the Losi DBXL, was right next to it. It was kind of interesting. The drive shafts for the Losi were actually quite a bit thicker. Wheels are obviously smaller. The motor was a little bit lower kV. It had the 800 kV, still a Max 6 ESC in it, still Spectrum. So that was kind of interesting though. It's just an interesting comparison. But man, look at this truck. I mean, it's just enormous. Good Lord. Just look at the comparison between the two. I mean, they're just amazingly different, even though they're the same truck. It's just so much bigger. And this truck is just, I mean, just the wheels alone are just massive copperheads. The arms are really huge. Everybody I know has already talked about this, but this is me looking at it for the first time. Shock shafts are just enormous. Arms feel really solid. The body actually feels a little bit thicker than the V4 Lexan that they used on the bodies. So I'm thankful for that, because those bodies are so thin. Just graphics are great. The body is just fantastic. This wing mount looks just super durable. I mean, these rear control arms, I mean, that dampening is just fantastic. I don't know about these braces, or these chassis braces even. I've seen people already bending it here. RC Dude 81, I think, is the first one. And then Bickety Bam, if you haven't checked out his channel, he's pretty awesome too. But I thought the greatest thing for M2C or somebody to come up with is a chassis brace that goes from this open hole here all the way back. And that would take care of any bending in this area, outside of replacing the whole chassis. But man, what a fantastic truck. I've been looking at it at the hobby shop, and the more I looked at it, the more I was just absolutely in love. I've been wanting a 1/5 scale for a while, and just hadn't seen one I really liked until this. I mean, how can you not like the Kraton platform already in the 1/6 scale? Or not 1/6 scale, excuse me, 1/8 scale, 6S. But this is just massive. Just, God, I'm gonna have to find some new bashing spots to launch this thing. It's just huge. It's funny, you know, I watched everybody else's videos of the unboxings, and they were talking about how big this thing was, and I didn't believe it. I mean, you look at this thing next to the stock Kraton, and it looks enormous. Let's throw a, I don't know, my Outcast is all busted right now. Let's just throw the Outcast on there and see what it looks like. It's a little muddy from the last bash hill, but look at that. Makes the Outcast look like a baby car. That looks like a little 1/10 scale Slash or something compared to that. It's just enormous. So I'm looking forward to running this rig. I'm gonna have to get another 4-cell LiPo. I only have one. So anyway, I figured I would share it with everybody. Super excited. Thank you, ARRMA. This thing looks fantastic. I love the roof skids. I like the body clip protectors. I mean, it's just not much to hate on this truck. I will say, if you look at Bickety Bam's videos, these turnbuckles, the plastic to me, it feels a little bit lighter. I mean, if you feel the stock 1/8 scale rigs and you come over here and you actually touch the new Kraton plastics, it just feels different to me. Now, I mean, you can say it's just new, but it does feel like, man, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I mean, it seems a little different to me. So that'll be interesting to see how it does, because it's not going to be warm for a long time out here. So hey, what's up, YouTubers? I had a chance to get out and run my 8S Kraton. I didn't take a running video. I thought it was just going to be an easy backyard bash type thing. Wasn't looking to crush the truck or anything. I only had a 6S pack. I'm waiting on another 4S pack. But I tell you what, this thing does cartwheels like crazy. And I clipped I mean, it was slippery, a lot of snow. Clipped a little shrub, and it sent it end over end, and the rear control arm just exploded. I was just picking up pieces, saw pieces flying by. I didn't damage anything else. It's just where the shock mount sits. As you can kind of see, it just disintegrated it, just blew it apart. Now, I usually don't run my trucks when it's this cold. It's 35 degrees outside right now. But still, first run, not really doing anything crazy with the truck. It just seems a little ridiculous to say that it's my fault. Nothing else appears to be broken. Like I said, this control arm just blew apart. So anyway, so I'll be looking forward. I did, the only thing I changed before I ran it, I upped the ESC to punch 5. I upped the braking. This truck's heavy enough. If I'm hitting the brake, I want it to stop. So with that, I'll give you an update. I already called the hobby shop. They already have control arms for these, but I tell you what, it seems like maybe it might be a little bit thin here where the shock end mounts on the control arm. Or these plastics, like I said before, are just, it's a bad batch and they're just a little too brittle. So be looking forward to seeing it bash the next time. I'll get this thing replaced and get it back out.